It wasn't until she saw the man appear. The woman realized that her husband, who was married by agreement, still cared about her. After the man drove away the blind dater, he immediately took his wife out and questioned her about asking for a $2 million breakup fee. Is it just to find a father for the unborn child? After receiving a clear answer from the woman, the man gave up on the divorce and insisted that the woman carry the child, just as the woman felt at a loss. Her best friend called, inviting her to a social event that evening and intending to introduce her to a suitable marriage prospect. Little did she know, the woman already had a husband, and that husband was at the event with his first love. At that moment, both of them felt incredibly awkward because she knew the man still had feelings for his first love, and they looked so perfect together. Everyone started cheering, urging them to kiss. Looking at the first love's expectant gaze, the woman remembered the rules of the marriage agreement with her husband. Although the woman could receive a $2 million reward, she wasn't allowed to interfere with her husband's personal life. Just as she thought her husband would agree to kiss his first love, he suddenly threw down a bank card and said he was treating for dinner, then left the boring gathering. The first love angrily followed him out, suspecting that the man had another woman while she was abroad for 3 years. When she saw the woman standing there, the first love realized that this woman was the one who had sabotaged their relationship. Furious, she raised her hand to slap the woman, but the man loudly stopped her. After they both left, the best friend rushed out to check on the woman. After asking, she learned that the woman had secretly married the man 3 years ago and was now pregnant with his child. The best friend didn't expect that after all these years, the woman still had feelings for her high school crush. Thinking about the woman being pregnant, the best friend thoughtfully prepared pregnancy-friendly food for her. When she learned that the airline would hold a training session the next day and that the man and his first love would be in the same group, the best friend secretly changed the groupings, placing the woman and the man together. When the man discovered this, he angrily scolded the woman. The woman initially thought he was angry because they weren't in the same group as his first love. But the next day, at the training session, the man showed up as a coach. The first love immediately felt upset. At that moment, the best friend realized that the man had become a coach to avoid public embarrassment and prevent the woman from feeling hurt. When the training began, the man saw a colleague trying to pursue the woman and immediately lifted him up, deliberately saying the colleague's actions were improper and making him run 10 laps. Then he personally demonstrated for the woman. Their intimate gestures caught everyone's attention. Seeing this, the first love felt jealous, and her hatred for the woman deepened. The next day, the first love asked the woman to meet and begged her to leave the man, offering to compensate her for everything. The woman explained that she had no feelings for the man, but the first love understood the man well. She knew that the man had never liked children, but now he wanted the woman to keep the baby, which meant he had feelings for her. The woman said she would agree to divorce if the man was willing. With that, she turned to leave. Suddenly, a billboard fell and injured both of them. When the woman woke up, she was lying in a hospital bed. The nurse told her that the injuries were serious, and the baby in her belly might be affected. In a panic, she grabbed her phone and called her husband, only to hear him say he was busy with something. After waiting for 2 hours, she still hadn't seen him. She had no choice but to call her best friend to come to the hospital and take care of her. As her best friend went to the nurse's station to get medicine, she turned around and saw the husband, who had lied about being busy, now with the injured first love. At that moment, her heart broke into pieces.